Make sure I don't get any background noise here, so bear with me a minute here. That was kind of slow. Okay, so looks like we're all set on YouTube. Make sure I don't get any background noise here, so bear with me. There we go. All right, excellent. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably have to do this twice. I'm going to put in the chat here in YouTube. So and what I'd like to do is I like to put my email address in here, because a lot of times you're on a presentation and you have questions, and that presentation ends, you're not able to answer that, have that question answered. And so it's something that I really like to do is share my direct email address. It's rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. You can actually reach out to me with that, and that's also very important too, because it'll actually help you qualify for the weekly drawing that we have, and then also the monthly drawing. The month's almost up here. That August 31st is next week. So it all should qualify you for both drawings. And in order to participate in that drawing, what I need you to do is send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org and let me know what your biggest takeaway from the presentation was. And this has nothing to do with what the information or the opportunity that I'm sharing with you here this evening. This is something from me personal to you, to thank you for taking the time out of your day and to listen to my presentation. And I also like, if there's anything feedback wise that I could do better, or if there's some information in the presentation that you like, just go ahead and let me know that. But this is, like I said, again, it's just from me to you. And so also I'm just going to put down here another site that you can go to this afterwards. This is something that I specifically set up just to help members out, where if you're on this presentation and you're not sure how to get more information about what I'm sharing, I put together this website. It's got it's going to share a lot of the information that I have with, that I'm sharing with you here this evening, but it's also got additional information and exact step-by-step process of what you can do to get started today or tomorrow. So it's something like that's silverandgoldsolutions.org. And so if you have any questions, you can also hit the contact button on that website as well. And you can actually reach out to me there too. Okay, so I'm going to get back into my Zoom screen here. I was looking at my delayed reaction here and YouTube. What's that mean? I hope everything's okay. If you are having any trouble hearing me or whatever, please raise your hand or say something in the chat, because I want to make sure that that everything is going smoothly here. Okay. So yeah, definitely, if you have trouble hearing me, let me know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is right now is I'm going to go ahead and jump into, I do have a PowerPoint that I want to share with everybody, and get this going here. Let's see, share. There we go. All right, there we are. Excellent. Yeah, this is like the first time my apologies for like the slight delay here on me getting into different screens. Zoom's had a couple of new downloads and everything. This is like the third time in the last week that I'm actually downloading a new version of Zoom. So hopefully I got the right one and everything's going well. Okay, so what we're going to be covering tonight is the most overlooked and simple technique to building your wealth and growing your income, and how you can start doing that today. And basically, I'm going to share some information with you on how you can actually preserve your wealth and have a more secure financial future for you and your family. And that's the most thing, is you want to make sure that the money that you are making is doing something for you. And what I'm going to be sharing with you here today is the benefits of saving in the form of precious metals, i.e. gold and silver. And even in the one video presentation that I have, the gentleman refers to it as sound money, and there's a reason why it's called sound money. Okay, so and I'll let him explain that when he gets to it. So give me so what I'm going to cover is the benefits of saving in the form of gold and silver, how you can start today, who you can trust, and how do you know if you're getting a good deal? Because there's a lot of companies out there that offer give you the opportunity to save in the form of gold and silver, but they're also, you want to make sure that you're getting the pieces in place. So what happens when you get to the point of wanting to liquidate that gold and silver? Say if you have an emergency come up like that and you need to take some of your silver or gold, what do? What are the steps you take? And that's what I'm going to be covering here in this presentation as well. So that's part of what you need to look when you're looking at different opportunities or different places to purchase your gold and silver. And also I'm going to share with you how you can save in the form of gold and silver, even if you're on a tight budget. Now, a lot of people are saying like, well, Rick, I can't afford to save in gold and silver. I don't have that kind of money. That is a misconception. The truth of the matter is if you can save $3.86 a day, you can save in the form of precious metals and start building that wealth for your family. Because like I said at the very beginning of this presentation, true generational wealth one of the key factors of that all the wealthy families have done in the past is they've always saved in the form of precious metals. Okay. And it's something that it's not widely talked about. You'll hear some of the billionaires in that talk about it, but you just kind of watch if you watched over the decades, what some of the wealthier people have done and what actions they've taken. And a lot of it, you'll see at different times, they're buying up different chunks of silver and gold in like gross amounts, but they can afford to do the gross amounts. But what I'm going to share with you today is how regardless of your income, whether you're making minimum wage, $15,000 a year or $150,000 a year, you can afford to save in the form of precious metals and start building that generational wealth for you and your family. So I'm also going to share with you what your financial institutions and your financial advisors are not sharing with you. And there's a reason why they're not. And that's all I'll get into that today too. And also how you can start today. And I do have a really, really special opportunity. If you are located in the United States, Canada, Australia, Ireland, UK, New Zealand, or Singapore, I have an opportunity to share with you how not only can you save in the form of precious metals, but at the same time, you can earn passively in the process. And with what I'm going to share with you, that's something that you can actually even earn and theoretically get your gold or silver for free. Okay, so that's what I'm going to share with you in this presentation. So I hope I'll be able to cover that. And I had a strange noise here, so I'm not sure what that was. My apologies. And just so everybody knows, right at the very moment, I cannot see YouTube comments, but I will check them before we head off of this presentation, just in case you have any questions. So who is this presentation for? This is for anyone that understands the importance of saving in the form of gold and silver, but they're not quite sure how to go about doing it. And that was me 9 months ago. I had no idea the best way to go about doing it. And this is, after I heard this information and it was shared with me, I'm like, this is a no-brainer. Okay, so it's like for me, it shed a lot of light on information that I needed to know, and that's why I'm sharing this information with you. So it's something that you can actually benefit from as well. It's also for those who are looking for other options to save and control how much and how often you save, and it's for those who are you have a job and you don't have a 401k. Like, so there's a lot of companies and corporations out there that have offer that to their employees, which I highly recommend everyone take advantage of that if that is offered, because that is a great way for you to grow your money. And with the 401k, it's nice because you pick the percentage that comes out of your paycheck, and then the money starts working for you behind the scenes, depending on how you have it allocated and everything. So but like with this case here, this presentation is like your own personal version of a 401k in the form of silver and gold, but it's where you control it, not somebody else. You handle everything yourself. And that might sound, scary for some people, but it's really not. It's very easy to do. There's a step-by-step process, and it's something that anybody can do it. So that's where I like to consider this like your own personal version of a 401k. And it's also for those who are looking to save up money for college. So you have a son or a daughter, or maybe some grandkids or something that they want to go to college, but you want to start doing something to help save for that portion of their future. And that was part of why I was so excited to get involved or start saving in the form of precious metals, was because my son, who just graduated high school in the spring, he started college this past week, and he's this was something I wish I would have known about this years ago. It would have been a lot better position, but this is something that I could actually use to help him pay for his schooling. So this is something that's another option. It's also for those who are looking for a nest egg. You might have your stocks and your savings and even your cryptocurrencies or real estate, for that matter, that you have money in, but this is another option for you to do, where you can actually control how much and how often you save. And it's also, like I said, we have that special opportunity. So if you're looking for an additional way to earn an income and you're located in one of those 7 countries, then this is a great opportunity for you. And it's also just for those who are wondering what their options are, because this is something that if you want to, I have down here, something you want to teach your children about the importance of precious metals. Now, this is something that wasn't taught to me in high school growing up in the formal education system. And same with my son, it was never shared with him. So this is something that everybody should be aware of. And, like I've said before in other presentations, if you don't know how to do something, what do? You just don't do anything. You just follow what you've been doing. And this just gives you another option, a way for you to have your money grow for you as well. So just to recap real quick, as far as the qualifying for the drawing, you just go ahead and send me an email at that rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org with your biggest takeaway from the presentation, and that'll qualify you for the weekly and the monthly drawing. Okay. So what I'd like to do now is I want to bring in a gentleman by the name of Zach Davis. He is one of the co-founders of this company, 7K, and he has an excellent presentation where he shares, just kind of the decline of the US dollar and what's happened over the years, and why is the purchasing power of the dollar going down and down and down. So basically, what you have a dollar, what a dollar can buy today is like 95% less than what it could buy over 100 years ago. So it's continually going down, and there's a reason for that. And he has a really nice explanation of how he does that. And he also shows you some examples of what precious metals has done during that time and why the wealthy people do it. Okay, so he's going to kind of cover that too. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Zach here. And he's got this very nice presentation. Please definitely let me know. This is the part I've had some trouble with Zooms where it's not picking up the audio the best. So if you can in some way, let me know if there's any issues with the audio on it. And then you might see me duck out of here for a quick second because I go into the other room to check it on YouTube there. So I'll go, and without further ado, here is Zach. And I will be here with you watching this, and I'll be back with you afterwards to go over a couple of points and share a great opportunity with you, okay? Let's see.
Welcome to 7K. Well, it's not just you. Higher costs and added financial pressure on families today will come with fear, uncertainty, and debt.
Oops, sorry about that. I'm just trying to move myself out of the way.
As of May 2017, 44% of Americans said they could not cover a $400 emergency expense. They'd have to rely on a credit card, selling something, or borrowing such a house. So what's happening with your money? It's in the numbers. Look at this chart. 1913. That's about a 96% reduction in value of the spending power of the dollar since 1913. Here's how it shakes out in real life. This is the everyday price index. This measures inflation for everyday spending in 3 different categories. So this is with different expenses in each costs for education. Urban renters, 58.1%. Retired couples, 61.6%. Look at this for young families trying to start family, 78.3%. These are things that you have to have on a daily basis. Eating food at home costs 43% more in 2000 and 2018. 59% increase to eat out. Heat sources, 90%. Car insurance, 97%. Water and sewer, 133%. Do you know anybody who like state maybe grandchildren? 151% increase in college tuition. Medical care expenses up 97% in the same time frame. Now, I show you this face for a second. It's just a fancy name. Gold and silver is one of the secrets the wealthy exchange for ages to amass and protect their wealth. Governments and financial institutions secret. Silver. Check this out. You can purchase that emblem in 2019. 1 ounce of silver will get you gallons of milk. That means that it's a 95% reduction in spending power. Check this example. 2,500 ounces of silver or $2,500 will buy you 1 Ford Mustang in 1960. If you took 2,500, you're not walking out with a Ford Mustang. What happens when you same 2,500 ounces? You could actually purchase 2. Now, here's a great example. Purchasing power. Here's how the numbers shake out. $10,000 put into a home would have turned into roughly $85,000. That's a pretty good return. With the same $10,000 put into a home, it's $528,200. That is a huge difference. Questions after seeing those statistics. Is your financial future similar to the truth is, they don't want you to know. They want you to think it's not important. And when you guide in your journey, ready for taking true because you deserve it. So we're going to show you the secrets that will 7K founders and the mission to change the world. 50+ years of successful business experience sits between you. That they've changed multiple industries for the better. Action for helping the average person get ahead. Actually created a company that was worth $2 billion. They have shared abilities but unique strengths to achieve the success you want. Here's a message from the family. We created 7K because we genuinely want to improve the lives of people. We've watched way too many of our friends struggle. Issues are unexpected changes come up. We started this company. So here's some of the questions that we have. We asked if any of these ones. Where should I buy? Who should I trust? What should I buy? How to buy small quantities and how to get more. So we created a membership to solve many of the problems the average person like you. We sell those coins to a dealer, and then we sell those coins directly to you. Let's stop there. The question about what should you buy? To answer that question, we created what we call our buyer certification program. Why? Because we already made all the mistakes so that you don't have to. This expert training helps you identify what type of buyer you are and understand the following. How the wealthy have always used sound money for their gain. The key factors to protect your personal finances in any economy. What's the value of MS-70 in coin collecting and why it's potentially more valuable than bullion. Why governments and large institutions are the biggest buyers of gold and silver. Now here's the 5 reasons for sound money. Hedge against poor government decision and potential economic collapse. Wealth accumulation, wealth protection, portfolio diversification, and last, certainly not least, and probably one of my favorite, is coin collecting. In fact, what if I told you that we all made a $1.2 million mistake because we didn't understand the power of coin collecting? Did you know that if you had purchased one MS-70 Silver Eagle every month since 1986, it would have cost you roughly $40,000 to $50,000? Now that seems like quite a bit of money, but over time, it's really not compared to today's value of that coin collection. It would be worth $1.2 million. The problem is most of us lack a little bit. We don't go down and purchase those coins every single month like we should. So we needed an easy way that doesn't require discipline to collect coins every month. And that's why we created our Autosaver program. So we gathered a team of world-class experts to hand select collectible coins to take your collecting and legacy to the next level. Our world-class coins and collections are sent to your door every single month, giving you peace of mind that your saving is on autopilot. Here are the 3 different options that you have For the autosaver program, first is the basic. We send a 7K exclusive collection MS70 Silver Eagle or standard 7K labeled MS70 Silver Eagle to your door every single month. Now, we run different labeled series like the US 50 State Series for this tried and true collectible. This option features the steady as she goes and most popular collectible coin that has proven to be a great long-term value. Now, our variety coin. This will be quite a showcase when you're finished. These MS70 coins tell an incredible story from start to finish, and they're delivered to your doorstep every single month. The specialty option are gold and rare silver collectible coins that are a specialty. Often these coins have a limited run of less than 500 coins in the world. With this option, you'll get a mix of both sent to your door every single month. Now, of course, these will be handpicked by our experts. Don't feel secure about storing your collection at home? No problem. We will store your collectibles for free when you actively buy a qualifying collectible coin every single month. Every month you buy is another month we store your coins for free in our private vault. These private vaults are 100% insured by Lloyd's of London. They're military grade security, have inventory management, movement tracking, electronic visibility, and like I said before, one of the coolest member benefits is free monthly storage when you're on a qualifying coin. Perhaps one of the most exciting things that we've done here at 7K as a member benefit is created what we call the Sound Money Wallet. This is a new age of precious metals that has arrived. It's 100% backed by physical inventory. You can buy it, store it, trade it, cash it out, and more. The power is back in your hands with zero hassle and zero headaches. Here's how it works. You can take cash and instantly convert your cash into gold with no fee. Take the same gold and instantly convert it back to cash at one of the best buyback rates on the market. How about silver? You can do the exact same thing. Member-to-member transfers. Instantly send gold, silver, or cash to other members for free. You can also take gold or silver straight to you. You can request your metals to be shipped to your door for the cost of shipping and insurance. It's that easy. It's about time gold and silver gave you the freedom that you deserve. And let me ask you something. How many of you like good deals and love to travel? Well, as a member here, one of the other benefits is our 7K Advantage Rewards program. This program is helping you live a lifestyle that only you could design. There's 800 different ways to save, exclusive offers on travel, local restaurants, wherever you are, everyday services that you're already using, and deals on the largest name brands. Save where you have to spend so you can spend more where you want. 7K getaways. Gold and silver are essential, and we believe it's the key to living a lifestyle and creating memories that will never fade. With our company-sponsored trips, you will make memories that span the globe. Hear what one of our customers has to say. In our 17-year marriage, my wife and I have never been on a plane together, let alone to a foreign country. Because of 7K getaways, we have now been on multiple trips together to places we never thought we would go. Now, remember, as of May 2017, 44% of Americans said they could not cover a $400 emergency expense. So owning gold and silver is great. Traveling the world is great. But if you don't have the money to do those things, it can be very, very difficult. So here at 7K, we created a way where you can share, earn points, and get paid. Every time you share it with somebody else, you generate points. So when you purchase your membership, it creates a spot in the tracking center. You have the opportunity to build two teams, your left team and your right team. Every time you get 500 points on your left and 500 points on your right, it generates a $500 commission check. Let me just show you the multiple ways to earn. Membership and renewals, monthly autosaver program, rare coin sales, and retail sales. Every time a new member joins your team or a monthly auto saver coin is ordered, whether you shared it with them or another active associate on your team, you will collect points towards a cycle check. And let me show you how to rank up to unlock max pay. As an associate, you can earn up to $500 per week. A copper, $1,000 per week. A bronze, $2,000. A silver, $3,500 per week. As a gold, $7,000 per week. An executive gold, $10,000 a week. And as a presidential gold, $12,500 a week. There are a ton of benefits here at 7K. Here are just some. Residual income for a lifetime, like I just showed you. The autosaver program, where you set it and forget it. The Advantage Rewards program, where you can travel the world and have exclusive deals on some of the best name brands and some of your local favorites. 7K limited and rare coins. The Sound Money Wallet. 1099 tax write-offs because you'll be owning and running your own business. Gold-backed IRAs. 7K healthcare program. The ability to buy precious metals at dealer direct pricing, and much, much more. So the question is, are you ready to change your life? Here are the two ways that you can get involved with us: the standard membership or the premium membership. Our standard membership is a 1-year membership. It includes the buyer certification training, the collector's training, member direct pricing on unlimited bullion, no minimums and no maximums, the Advantage Rewards program, 3 technology credits, access to exclusive low mintage collectibles, 1 graded silver coin, and access to our exclusive Sound Money wallet. Now, as a premium member, you get a 1-year membership, the buyer certification, collector's training, member direct pricing on unlimited bullion, the Advantage program. But instead of 3, you get 12 technology credits. You get access to exclusive low mintage collectibles. You get 1 MS-70 silver coin, 1 silver bullion coin, 10 business cards, 4 wealth strategy books, and access to the Sound Money wallet, so you can begin sharing this unbelievable opportunity with others. So ask yourself, how would it feel to know that you had control over your financial future? How would your life be different if you had more time and more money to do what you love? The question is, will you join us in our mission to change the world? Pick a membership package and get started today. Thank you for spending some time with us. My name is Zach Davis.
Okay, I did a really nice job there of sharing that presentation, and I apologize about the audio there. Yeah, this is a constant problem I've had with Zoom, and I'm not sure why. So actually, when I kind of kicked in there, I was actually holding the mic on my headset in the earpiece. Sorry, it's kind of embarrassing, but I've been struggling with this for a couple of months. But I tell you what, when I first saw this presentation, what really stood out to me was when he showed the decline of the US dollar. Okay, you know, that was a kind of eye-opening anyways. I mean, I always knew that the value of the US dollar was declining and my purchasing power was always less year after year. But at the same time, I wasn't quite sure why, or, you know, what I could do about it. Okay, because it seems that, you know, you're working at a job or something, or your income from your business or whatever, and you're getting the income in, but yet you're still struggling to keep your head above water, so to speak. And this is one of the reasons why, because of the decline in the value of the US dollar. But when he shared the example of I think the one that stood out to me really the most was the Ford Mustang. You know, like in 1965, if you would have walked into a Ford dealer with $2,500 or 2,500 1-ounce silver coins, you could walk out with a brand new Ford Mustang. But if you walked into a Ford dealer today with $2,500, you're looking at a down payment in 4 to 5 years of paying off the car. Whereas if you had 2,500 1-ounce silver coins and walked into a Ford dealer, you could actually walk out the door with 2 brand new Ford Mustangs. So that really kind of floored me there. But then also his showing the investing $10,000 into a house back in 1965. You know, your returns around 85,000, which is that is a good return from that time period till now. But also, if you would have taken that 10,000 and put it into gold, and what your value looking at now is well over $500,000. So it just shows you just how over the course of time, gold and silver has always maintained their value and their purchasing power. And, you know, it's always gone out because, I mean, you know, you look at it, gold and silver stood the test of time. I mean, you go back to even like the 1800s or the Western times that well, you watch the movies and then you have a gold coin or a silver coin or something, it has its value. But then even you go back to even to like the biblical times. What did one of the wise men bring the infant Jesus? He brought him gold. Okay, so even back then, the significance of gold and silver has always been there. It's always had its value, and that's what part of the issues is when Nixon took the currency, broke the Bretton Woods agreement, where he took the currency off of the gold standard, where it was no longer backed by gold. That's what everybody, that's when all these different governments and stuff came out with their fiat currency, which is paper money. And it's basically the government controls its value as far as what its purchasing power. And so that's the biggest thing, is because like right now you can't years ago everything was backed by gold. Now it's not. So that's why you see the economies and everything fluctuating and everything, especially right now with how unstable everything is in the economy. Even with between the pandemic and all these stimulus packages here in the United States, and that, yeah, they're trying to help people out with the stimulus packages, but in their advanced training, they have the thing where where it kind of explains the more there is of something, the less value it has. So as they're pumping more money into the economy, the less purchasing power it has. So that kind of goes hand in hand there. But what I want to do is I want to just real quick, before I go ahead and share this opportunity with you, the special opportunity to have with you here tonight, is I want to give you a little bit more information about 7K. Okay, they have a A+ Better Business Bureau rating, which is excellent. They've been in business since 2016, and out of 40 customer reviews, they have a 4.5 out of 5-star rating, which is excellent. But what I think is really more important than the star rating is really this one here, the customer complaints. During that time frame, they've had 0 customer complaints, which is excellent. That means that there's nothing that they've done where somebody was so upset with them, or that they did something wrong where the person actually filed a complaint with the Better Business Bureau. Okay, so that's something that I think is really, really important to look at too. But they are actually a physical business. A lot of stuff you see online now, or the stuff you hear about online, it's virtual opportunities where there's no actual building or no actual company doing it. It's all virtual. Not all of them, but most of them are. But in this case here, they have an actual physical location. They're located in Idaho Falls, Idaho. And so like if you were in that city right now, you could actually walk in their front door and talk to people and conduct business there. But so they do have a physical location. They have a website that you can actually, they have they have a chat support on their website. And even after hours, after the business is closed, they do have chat support. And if you have any questions, you can ask them. And they're really sharp people, and they usually get back to you right away. I cannot speak highly enough of their support team. They're just, every time I've had a question on something, they've been outstanding in getting me an answer right away. And there's been like 2 times where the person wasn't 100% sure because it's from a different department. Well, the very next morning, one time I even got a phone call from one of the customer service ladies, helping me with my question. And the other time I got an answer first thing in the morning via email. So it's like they really are very customer-centric focused. So they do want to make sure that they help you as much as they can, as quickly as possible. Okay, and just real quick about the co-founders here, are the founders of 7K are actually Zach Davis, who did the video presentation for us, and then there's Roger Ball and Josh Anderson. And if you wondered, Zach during the presentation mentioned that one of the founders of their company actually created a $2 billion company. And if the name Roger Ball looks familiar to you, that's why. He is actually the founder of the company called Melaleuca. And if you're not familiar with that, they've been around for over 2 decades here in the United States, and they're still going strong. So it just shows the integrity and the quality of people that helped create 7K. And what they did is they wanted to find a way for the everyday person to have the opportunity to save in gold and silver, regardless of your income. So even if, like I said, even if you're on a tight budget, this is something that you can do and something that you can control yourself. And a lot of it is with 7K, it's just about bringing the awareness to people that, hey, this is an option for you to do. Now, like a lot of people just kind of will take this information, and like even right now, if you just got off this presentation right now, even if you learned from the video that I shared, and again, I apologize about the quality of the audio, but just if you learned from that video and walked away with the knowledge of, okay, well, this is what the value of saving in the form of gold and silver can do for me. That, to me, that that speaks volumes. I mean, whether you take advantage of this or not, that is up to you. But it, it just shows you that, like with what 7K wanted to do, is they just wanted to share this information with the world, and by the members that actually, buy the membership and then actually get in the autosaver. That was why the autosaver was set up, so you could have it almost like I said at the beginning, like your own personal 401k in the form of gold and silver, where you're controlling it, you're handling it, you're not paying a financial advisor to do it. Because I've never had a financial advisor say, hey, Rick, you need to save 10% of what you're saving in gold or silver. I've never had that. They're always trying to direct you towards different types of funds or different types of stocks or whatever. But I personally never had that. Okay. And so, because they're not going to tell you to do that, because if you're doing it yourself, then they're not making any money off of giving you advice and doing it for you. So that's one reason why your financial advisors won't tell you what to do here or do something like this. But then also your bank, if you're not putting your money into the bank, whether it's a savings account or a CD or something in the bank, where they're able to use your money, and you're using your money, saving the money that you saved and saving in the form of silver and gold, you're controlling it again. So you're taking the power of the money out of their hands and putting it back into yours. And that's what's really important to keep in mind here. And this may not be for everybody. I highly encourage you at least to take a look at the membership packages in that. And with the membership, it's not just like it's something where you pay and you get nothing for it. They do send you a graded silver eagle, depending on your package. When I was had this introduced to me, it was like exactly 2 weeks before Christmas. And I was already pretty much on a tight budget, having Christmas presents and everything lined up. But so I went with the basic membership, the standard membership package, and I went with the basic autosaver. So with the basic autosaver, and I'll show you that here in a minute, it's like $105, but then you have the shipping and insurance, but that comes out to like $3.86 a day. And so with that, you get an MS70, which is a perfectly graded coin. And I'm going to try and show this up here. Yeah. So with this, when an MS70 coin, this is by NGC, the Numismatic Grading Corporation, and they're one of the top 2 grading companies in the world. And with this, what they do is they grade the coin. And in this case here, this one's a perfect coin. It's an MS70, so you can't get a better grade than that. And they put a serial number and a barcode on it, so it's traceable and trackable. And it's in this really hard plastic case, so it's something that it's pristine, okay? And I don't like using that word too often, but it's perfect condition, and it's always going to maintain its value and then some. Whereas, like if you bought raw silver bullion or silver coins, yeah, it has its value. But if you try to liquidate it with it, like go to a coin shop or one of those silver and gold places, they're always going to not give you the full value of what you paid for it, because they always have the excuse that, well, we've got our markups and all this other nonsense. But I'm sure they do, but they never give you what you actually paid for it. But in this case here, if you walked into a gold and silver place or a coin place to liquidate this, they know you're going to get they're going to have to give you top dollar for it, because there's no higher grade, and they cannot claim that there's going to be a loss on it because it's pristine. Okay. So anyways, just to give you a real quick background as far as NGC. So in order to have a coin graded, you do have, like these places, you do have to have a membership with them. And that's like 20, this is for NGC I'm talking about, not 7K. NGC, it's like $25 just to have a membership for a year. And then for each coin to be graded, it's $35. So you're at like $60 right there. And you don't even know if the coin you're sending them is going to come back perfect. In this case here, 7K is ensuring that their members that are in the autosaver, that they're getting a perfectly graded coin. And right now with the basic membership, they're doing the US State Series. So on the label here, the coin actually is all this is the same. The coin itself is not the state, but for the basic membership autosaver, it's a US State Series, so it's going to have a different state label at the top. And just he was talking about the $1.2 million collection, or $1.2 million mistake. Like in this case here, like with the basic autosaver, if you are you can actually work on putting together a 50 state MS70 perfectly graded coin set. And just think about the value of that if you were able to offer that to a collector or sell that as a complete set of the 50 United States at an MS70. That would really go for a nice price, because you have the entire collection, and that's what's big about collecting. But I want to point out something too real quick, and then I keep saying that. But with the $1.2 million mistake, okay, I'm not sure if you noticed on the graphic, but there was one coin from 1999 that was worth $19,000 itself. So out of a a 1 ounce silver coin was worth $19,000. That's a heck of a return on investment for just one coin. But see, that's the thing, is as far as the value of coins and everything, they do go up and they do fluctuate, as far as the amount of rarity or the amount of coins that are graded perfect. So in this case here, that person that had put together that $1.2 million collection, if they went to liquidate it, okay, say they like you said, they spent like $40,000 to $50,000. Say they paid $50,000 for it. If they went to liquidate that and they got the 1.2 million, the advantage of it being a collectible, which is in this case here, like in the MS70 graded by NGC, that is in the United States, that is one of the collectibles are not taxable. You don't have to report that on your, I think I'm not sure the form number is. I've been looking at my texts for other stuff recently, so but I apologize about that. But there's a form that you have to report all your capital gains and everything on, as far as investments in that, and as far as with gold and silver, if it's a collectible, that you do not have to report. So that person would have like a $1,150,000 return on his investment that he wouldn't have to report. Okay, so this is something just to keep in mind. A lot of people, that's not general knowledge, but that is something that's true. You do not have to report that. Okay, so what I want to talk about with the membership packages. Okay, oops, we're not going to go into that. Before I get to the membership package, so what my special offer is for you, okay, is Zach explained the compensation plan, whereas if you refer to people, you have a left and a right, and you automatically qualify as an associate. So to qualify as an associate, you do need the 2 people, but then you have to have the points to match up to the 500 points left and right, and then you get the $500 check. Well, in order to rank up, to go from the associate to copper to bronze to silver and keep going, you have to work together as a team. Okay, and this is something that's very important. This is kind of how 7K designed. It's like, we have this great opportunity. You share it and you pay it forward, and it's a pay it forward program, and you share the opportunity with other people. We're going to reward you for doing that, because for one, you're helping spread the word about 7K and the great opportunity to save in the form of precious metals. But that's what they want to do, is actually have you work together as a team and pay it forward. And that's what I wanted to offer you, is like if you're interested in just doing this, where you want to save in the form of silver and gold, and create your membership and just do that and not worried about getting compensated, well, that's totally fine. You can do that. But by default, if the system is done correctly, you will at some point earn passively. Okay, and that's where I wanted to offer for everybody to work together as a team. It's not my team, it's not your team, it's our team. And that's kind of why I had put together that silverandgoldsolutions.org website, was so that it's some place where we could focus as a team. I could post any current information or different meetings and stuff that are set up and things that you need to look out for, or it's a place where we can communicate through that. Okay, and so that was one of the main reasons why I did that. And then eventually, as I get more people on here, I will put together a Facebook group, so we have another way of just getting together, and even on a Zoom or something, and chatting or whatever if we need to. But I wanted to offer that opportunity with you. Now, like if you wanted to just go ahead and start, create your membership, you can just go ahead and go to www.7kmetals.com/RickF. And then there's 3 short videos on there that give like a 10,000-foot overview of what I'm sharing here with you this evening. But you can just watch those 3 videos, and then there's a button that says sounds good, I'm in, or I think so. It says sounds good, I'm in, and then you just click that and then you proceed. But what I would like to do is offer the opportunity to work together as a team. And so if you want to work together as a team, what I would like you to do is go ahead and send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. In the email, you make sure you either send it from your preferred email address, or let me know what your preferred email address is, and then also send me your phone number and your address. And with the address is optional. The phone number, I just want to give that as another option for us to communicate, and that's not where I'm going to be calling. It's not where I'm going to be calling you unless you ask me to. But what I'll do is, when I get that information, I will share a referral link with you for you to sign up under. And I will tell you right now, the one I send you is not even going to be mine. Okay, so But when I send that referral link to you, I will also have my cell phone number on there also, so you can actually reach out to me or text me and say, hey, Rick, like if you're sharing this with the opportunity with someone and you wanted some insight or you had some questions that the person asked or whatever, and you weren't sure, you could reach out to me, you could text me or whatever and say, hey, Rick, can you let me know on this, or can you jump on a Zoom call or whatever? It's just another means for us to communicate. And I give that address option as optional, because what I wanted to do is, as our team builds, I want to put together a nice welcome package for everybody on the team. That's just, again, here it's like the drawing here for this evening and for the month. That's from me to you, just to, because I do appreciate, and I really do want to work together as a team with people, because to succeed and rank up through the ranks, if you're looking at this from a passive income standpoint, you do need to work together as a team. Okay. And so what I would do after I sent you that link, you would go ahead and create your account right away. And then when you create your account, you have a username. Okay. And your username is actually going to be part of your affiliate in your own personal website. Like in this case here, if you go to www.7kmetals.com/Rick F, Rick F is my personal username. Okay, so if you went there and you made it, and you'll have your own, it's going to be your own personal website, and you can refer people to that. So I always try to tell people, keep it something short and simple if you can, and try to, keep it professional, because, to maintain the integrity of 7K, because they are really a really great company. And that's something that you could share with people. So if anybody goes to your website, like say that post on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or LinkedIn or something, and somebody goes to your website and makes a purchase, you'll get credit for that. Okay. So if they create a membership, because it's going to say, hey, are you a member of 7K? And if they say no, then they'll say, well, if you'd like to become a member, this is what your price would be today. And that just is another indirect way of sharing the opportunity. So then if they created a membership, they would be attached to you. Okay. But like in this case here with working together as a team, as you get people to join your team, I want to help you. My goal is to have everybody on our team hit that rank of at least a minimum of associate. And then after we all hit associate and we start ranking up, then, have everybody rank up. Okay. And that's the thing, is just working together. Okay. And so I would give me an opportunity where I say, hey, if you, like if you have your spouse or something, your husband or wife would like to join, they could actually join, but they do have to, it's 2 members per household. So like if you create, it's like Karen, I see you're on here again. Like if you created your membership and then you wanted your husband to create a membership, he would have to register through you. So you would have at least that 1 member already. So then you would need a second member. And that's where when you share your user ID, your referral link with me, I will in turn share that with other people down the road. Okay, so you see how that works, how I'm helping you, work to rank up and qualify. And then also if you, work somewhere where you have like maybe 5 or 6 people that you think would be interested in joining 7K, then let me know that too, because then we can kind of like strategically place when I share your specific link with other people. So there's a lot of things where we can communicate. And like I said, I'm easily accessible. I've got my email address on here. And you can also go to that silverandgoldsolutions.org and hit the contact button there. And it's going to come to me direct. It doesn't go to anybody else. And all this information that you share with me here, like your phone number, your address, that's just from me to you. Like the address is for me to ship this welcome package out to. If you don't want that, then don't send me your address. That's okay. But your phone number, that's just another way. I'm not going to call you unless you ask me to. Like I said, if it's something you need help explaining something to somebody on, or you had a presentation that you were doing and you wanted me to jump in or something, I'd be more than happy to do that to help you out. Okay. So it's just a way for us to communicate. And like I said, I will have my phone number on the email that I send you to. So if you want to be part of the team, just go ahead and do that. If not, you can go ahead and go to www.7kmetals.com/Rick F and go ahead and create your membership there as well. So real quick, whoops. I just want to do this as an example. Okay, this is, like I said, with this membership, you can actually have the opportunity when you're sharing the opportunity, you can actually have the opportunity to theoretically get your gold or silver for free. Okay, so I just use this as an example because like the basic membership or the basic auto saver is $105, but with the shipping and insurance, it does come out to $116 a month. Okay, and so you have that set, you pick out your auto saver date, and that's the date. There's 5 days to choose from. There's the 1st, 8th, 15th, 21st and 26th of every month. So like today would be the last day of this month you could choose your autosaver for. But like if you created your membership today, but didn't want to have your autosaver ship until say September 8th or something, you could do that. You could create your membership and you'd pay for your membership, and then they would send you the welcome package, which has, depending on which package you have, it does have some graded silver or gold in it, depending on which one. And then they also do send this Miles Standish American Silver Eagles book, and it is autographed. I hate these cameras on here. Anyways, there's an autograph there, but it goes over the history of the Silver Eagle. And Miles Standish is one of the ones who's designed several, a lot of the American special edition Silver Eagles. So it's something really nice. So this does have a value to you. You do get the silver and gold, and you also get the access to the 7K Advantage. But then also with 7K, there's so many more benefits, and I'll get to some of those here in a little bit. But it's not just about paying that. It's not just where you pay and then there's nothing to it. You do get a lot with it. Okay, so I use this as an example. Say you went with the basic autosaver. Okay, so you have 12 months times $116. That's $1,392 over the course of the year. Okay, if you guys rank as an associate and say you qualify right away, of course it might take you a week or so to get the points and everything, but depending on how much you share it, because it's all about sharing. If you're kind of shy and quiet, you can share this type of presentation with other people, or you can refer them to the website, and that's working together as a team. Like if you just wanted to refer people, say, hey, I joined this company, 7K, and they have a really good way for me to save in gold and silver. And if you want to find out more, just go to silverandgoldsolutions.org, and Rick's got some step-by-step videos on there, and just use my referral, let him know, or use my referral ID when you go ahead, create your membership, boom, you're done. So that was part of why I did the silverandgoldsolutions.org as well. So people can actually use that as another tool to help them share the opportunity. And like I said, when you get your 7K membership, you're going to have access to training. You're going to have access to these types of videos that I'm sharing here. So there's a lot of tools for you to use to actually share this great opportunity with people. But so in this case here, I use the example of $1,392 for your silver. And over the course of the year, say if you did hit associate right away and you were getting $500 checks every week, you're looking at a $26,000 income just for saving and sharing a great opportunity. So invested $1,392, your return is $26,000 over the course of a year. Your return on investment is 1,767%, or $24,608. And so theoretically, once you hit associate and you're hitting those weekly checks, your autosaver is being paid for, in essence. Okay, and with 7K, what's something that's really nice, and it's nice for some people, it's not so nice for other people that don't want to put money on the side, but they do not pull taxes out of that money. So when you hit that qualified rank of associate, you're going to get a $500 check, and it always goes into your Sound Money wallet first, which is what you set up when you create your account. But the money goes in there, and then you can actually keep it there and use that to pay for your coins or whatever you're purchasing, or you can have it transferred to your bank. And so like if you're getting it consistently, you could keep some money in there and then just have the rest of it consistently go to your bank. But I highly recommend that people at least put some money aside, because come tax time, they're going to send a statement to the government, and you will have to pay tax on that money. But as long as you're putting away a little bit at a time, you should be okay. And as far as the exact amount, you might want to check with your accountant or your CPA or a tax advisor. But I always tell people to be on the extra safe side, do 40%. I know that's a little high, but that way you're covered. And then at the end of the year, when you do taxes and you don't have to pay the 40% that you've been saving, then you got a little extra bonus psychologically anyways. So anyways, I just thought I'd use that as an example. Okay, so the membership packages are the standard membership, which is $199, the plus is a $359, and the premium is $499. Okay, and each one of them, you do get something with it. You can see the points. So the standard membership, you get 50 points for any person that you refer. When they refer using your link, you get 50 points for them signing up. Then anytime they have their autosaver shipped, the points that are attributed to the autosaver go towards your left or right, depending on which side you have them on. Okay, and so that's how you earn the points, just by referring. You get the membership points. But then if that person has their autosaver set up so once a month they're getting a coin sent to them or whatever, those points are going to start continually total up on your left and right. Now they do cycle their points every Saturday at midnight, 11:59 Mountain Standard Time. And if you hit the associate rank or above, they do subtract those points from your left and right. And then boom, on Monday morning, the money's in your Sound Money wallet. Okay, so it's really quick. And then also, if I always recommend people to double check their account, their back office, usually sometime later in the day, Saturday, because you have the option of controlling what side you put them on. And I will explain that. Actually, I do have an explanation on that website that I referenced, the silverandgoldsolutions.org, of how you can do that. But there's a way you can control it that way, because you always want to go left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay. And I'll explain a little bit about that more in a minute. So the standard is 50 points. The plus is 100 points. And the premium membership is 150 points. Okay, so right now here are the costs, and this actually is wrong. I have to change that. They just changed that at the beginning of July. The basic membership is 105. The variety is 139. The basic is the Silver Eagle, like I was showing you here. Okay, and the variety is the U.S. State Animal Series. So it's actually a colorized coin, and it's a perfectly graded coin. So that one's 139. And then there's the specialty. They actually just changed this to a half gram PF70 graded gold coin. And it's actually the U.S. I believe it's U.S. State Series on that. And that actually, the price is 179, not 309. So the basic is 105, the variety is 139, and the specialty is 179. And that's actually a half gram graded gold coin. Okay, it's a small coin, but it's pure gold, so it's half gram. So just to recap how you get points, or how do you qualify as an associate, and something that 7K started doing at the end of last year, they did it whereas if you were qualified as an associate and you didn't quite have the 500 points, if you had 250 on your left and 250 on your right, they would cycle those points and issue you a payment of 250. So they're right away, they're trying to find ways to help new members that qualify, that rank up quickly, to put money back in their pocket and help them out with things. So it's a really nice thing that they're doing there. But you get receive points when somebody creates a membership. The autosaver monthly shipments that they have, you get points for that. When someone, and so it continues to go down. So say Karen has her husband Bob join, okay, and Bob has one other person or two other people join or whatever. As those people are getting points on their left and right, those actually get totaled up to you, okay, because it's a binary. And if you're not familiar with that, it's just 2-level, and I'll show you that in another screen here. But those points for the people that are below your husband Bob, Karen's husband Bob, those points actually flow up to you. Okay, so that's kind of nice about it. So the more you share the opportunity, the quicker you get the points. And because the points, you can have the autosaver throughout the month on the 5 days. That's how you ensure that you get points consistently week after week, because not everybody's going to have the same autosaver ship date. So, and actually there's some people, there's a lean towards specific dates. I could show you that in my back office, but I'm trying to try and wrap this up here quick. But yeah, you theoretically should be able to be getting points weekly, because not everybody on your team, on our team, is going to be having the same autosaver ship date. So then also because you, excuse me, also because you have your own website, anybody who purchases anything from it, as long as there's points attached to it or whatever, I mean, they have jewelry, they have, they just don't have coins. They do have jewelry for men and women. They have, it's limited on that, but there are some items. They do have gold bullion, silver bars. You pretty much name any type of form of gold or silver. They have a wide selection, okay? And you can actually check that out too after the presentation. So anytime somebody makes a purchase from your link on your website, you get credit for that as well, okay? So just real quick, I'll explain this. Okay, so this is a copper. This is I'll start here. Okay, so this is an associate. So this would be you creating your membership today. Now, in order to become an associate, you just need 2 referrals. So you want 1 direct referral on your left and 1 direct referral on your right, and you're an associate. So if you can refer it to 2 people, you can qualify right away, and then it just boils down to the points and their autosavers and that. But then also the points that you get when you make your monthly autosaver, those goes towards you as well. So like if you had, and you can control your left and right, like I said, in your back office. So any points that from your autosaver, those get credit to you as well, besides the person above you. Okay. So once you have the one left and one right, you're an associate. So then your next goal, or our next goal, is to help you have those two first qualified people become an associate. So they would get one left and one right. And then you would get one more direct referral for your right and one more for your left. And then you're at a copper, which is $1,000 a week. Okay, point, once it hits the point totals. So you can see how, in this case here, if you're able to, like, say if your left and right didn't refer anybody, but you know a lot of people that were interested in this, and you, like, say if you knew 8 people here, you could actually rank up to a copper, like lickety split. Okay, so because you got the 3 here, 3, that's 6, and then the left and right, that's 8. So this is technically how it looks and how it grows. So here's your first 2 direct left and right. You help them become an associate. Then you get one more direct here on your left and one more on the right. That's your copper. Then in order to be a bronze, you need to have your 2 first referrals, have them become a copper each, and then you get one more left and one more right, and you're a bronze. And then you're at the $2,000 a week. Okay. So that's how it just keeps growing. And I will help you out with that. And as long as you're letting me know who signs up underneath you and we can track it, I can keep this type of graph or chart on file, because we're working together as a team, and I can help you organize it so you can rank up quicker. Okay. So just to recap the different plan levels, there's associate is $500 a week, copper is $1,000, bronze is $2,000, silver is $3,500. And if you hit silver within the first 90 days, an extra added bonus that 7K is doing, they're actually going to, if you hit the rank of silver within 90 days and you can actually hold that rank for another 45 days, where say that somebody didn't drop off or cancel their membership or something, or their autosaver, as long as you can hold that for 45 days after you hit that first 90, they're going to give you a 100-ounce silver bar. And right now, depending on the market, it's been fluctuating anywhere from like $2,900 to $3,200. So you have a 100-ounce silver bar that they're going to reward you. And that's just another added benefit. And then their way of thanking you for sharing this great opportunity with other people. So that's really, really a sweet incentive. So that's just something that would be probably your first initial goal, is to try and hit that silver within 90 days. Because that would really be great to see you do that. Now I'd be rooting for you to help you, doing my best to try and help you out where I can. Okay. So then after the silver, there's the gold, which is 7,000. Executive goal is 10,000 per week, and the presidential goal is 12,500 per week. Now I do have the income disclosure statement up here because we are talking about the possibility of earning a passive income, and a lot of it depends on you and how well you can share it. But like I said, if you're kind of shy or you're not well at sharing, I will do whatever I can to try and help you out. So we can work together as a team, but it all depends on how you rank or how much you share it is going to determine how much you rank up or how quick you can rank up. Okay. Because there's we'll have a lot of people on the team here shortly. So it's, I want to do my best to do whatever I can to help people out. But at the same time, we do need to work together as a team. Okay. So at the time that they put these numbers together as part of the income disclosure here, this goes from when they came into existence in 2016 to the end of October last year. Out of everybody who was qualified to actually receive a passive income or qualified as an associate, whether they just were qualified or they actually received money, 92% of all the members, and there are tens of thousands of people in 7K. If you've never heard of them, like I'd never heard of them until December, but there are tens of thousands of people that share this opportunity. So 92% of them were associates. So that means that there was 92% of the members just had a left and right, which they shared the opportunity, but they're qualified to get that $500 a week check. Then 6% were at copper, 1% were at bronze, less than 1% were silver. Okay, so that's because that's quite a few, you're referring members. And then gold, executive gold and presidential gold, there were members that had that, but because they were less than 1%, that's why it's just showing the dash there. Okay, so just to recap, and then we'll wrap this up. The additional member benefits. So you get this is our wheel of benefits here. So you have access to the Sound Money wallet, which is their proprietary. They created that, so they have a trademark on that. So that's where you can. That's where your money goes when you receive a payment. But you can either use that money to transfer it to gold and silver. You can buy in gold and silver from there, or if you just want to keep it there and pay for your autosaver, or if you want to have it transferred to your bank, you can do that. So there's a lot of options there. There's the autosaver program, which, like I said, this is what It's like a similar to your own personal 401k in silver and gold. So, and that's why I was kind of excited because it's something that I can control myself. Okay. And then also there's the 7K healthcare program. They do offer health insurance. I'm not quite sure about their exact enrollment period, but if you needed insurance, you could actually get it through there, because there are actually some members that this is their full-time job. They just share the opportunity. And so they get their income from 7K from the passive income. So they are getting their health insurance through a 7K. And they also do offer a supplemental insurance. So that's something that you could, you probably have to reach out directly to their support on that, because I'm not an expert on that. So they have dealer direct pricing. So what that means is that, the mint creates the coin or the silver gold, and it goes to a dealer. Well, 7K buys it from the dealer. So it just changes hands once, and then it gets the price that 7K pays for it. That's what they pass on to us. Okay. So, and with the dealer direct pricing, that means that whether you buy one of something or you buy 10,000 of them, you're still going to pay the same piece price. A lot of companies out there, they'll say, well, here's the price if you buy one. If you buy 10, it's this. If you buy 100, it's this. If you buy 1,000, it goes lower. No, with 7K, whether you buy one or 10,000 of something, it's going to be the same piece price, which is really nice. There's also the limited edition rare coins. They have a lot of coin drops where every week or two, they actually even have one tomorrow. There's some rare coins that are limited edition that they offer to people. And this is something that you can actually get, just taking advantage of it when the time comes. So they do have limited edition rare coins. You have 1099 tax advantages, because once you're earning passive income from this, and you have the business side of things where there are certain things that you can use towards tax deductions at tax time. So make sure you keep track of your records. And like here in this case here, I would highly recommend you contact a CPA or your accountant and find out what things you can claim or what you should keep track of for tax time. There's also, they offer a gold-backed IRA, which is really nice. They have the 7K Advantage, which is the rewards program, which whether you want it or not, it's part of your membership. And it's something that you can just use for locally. You type in the city or wherever you're at, and it'll show you what restaurants, hotels, businesses that offer discounts. And there's even some online stuff on there too. So that's a little extra way to save a little bit of money here and there. You have the residual income for life. So as long as your membership is active and your downline, the people that are underneath you are active, you'll always receive that passive income. So it's like usually people that once they create their membership and they start, getting the silver or gold or whatever on a regular basis, it's a nice feature to have. It's something that's, even with the membership, even if with the basic membership at $200 a year, it's still not really that much when you think about the cost of things. And even, like I said, theoretically, at some point you should be able to have, some of your gold or silver for free, in essence. So that as long as you're active and your members are active below you, you do have the residual income for life. And then there's also the e-commerce sales from your website. Like I said, you'll have your own personal website. So anything that, any sales from that, you get credit for that as well. So to recap real quick, if you want to be part of the team, go ahead and send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. This includes your phone number, your best email address, and your address if you want me to send you the welcome package. I'm still waiting for one thing to get in on that, and it's part of my fault because as far as delaying the order, I wasn't sure how many to order. But anyways, so if you want the welcome package, include your mailing address, send it to rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. As soon as I get your email, I will send you a link for you to sign up under. As soon as you get that link, create your membership. And real quick, one other point I want to make sure that your address that you use matches your driver's license or your state ID or your country driver's license, because one of the checks and balances that 7K does, they do have to have a copy of your driver's license. It's because they're dealing with gold and silver, and then you're paying for gold and silver. They need to make sure that you are who you say you are. So when they make their shipment, it's going to be to the address on whatever ID you provide, and they do verify that. Okay, so just make sure you use the address that's on your state license or your driver's license or state ID. And then once you create your account, send me your newly created referral link or your ID, and then I will in turn share that with the next person. Okay, so that's how we're going to work together as a team. Okay, we're going to help each other grow and build together and rank as a team. Okay, so, and like I said, I will send you my phone number with my the response email address When I send you the link, I'll have my email and phone number on there, so you have a more direct contact information with me. And like I said, you can also go to silverandgoldsolutions.org. And if you want to kind of do a recap or see some more step-by-step videos of how to do things after you're there, you can do that. If you want to even check it out before you create your membership, okay? So there's that option too. So I really hope you enjoyed this presentation. I enjoyed sharing my time with you, and I hope you got some great value from it. And even if you don't take advantage of this, I wish you my best. And if you, maybe you're not interested, but maybe you know somebody who might. So if you do, just go ahead and have them reach out to me, and I'd be more than happy to help them with things. And then also, if you have any questions, or just like I said, please go ahead and send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. I will get back to you as quickly as possible. And I wanted to thank you again very much for taking the time to watch this video. And I'm going to just see. Let's see if find out. I can't even find my YouTube screen. Sorry about that. It's going to jump on my, I think it's here. Okay. Yeah. So I will go ahead and double check the questions in YouTube in the comments afterwards. And I wish everybody my very best. I hope you have a great Friday tomorrow, a great weekend coming up. And thank you again for taking the time to watch this video. I really do appreciate you. And I hope you got some great value from this. All right, everybody, have a great night, and we'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye.